No bridges. And Kosi will entertain no bridges.
Yet, I don't mind bridges. Also, is parts of the expression of everything. It's parts of an expression of that which can't really be found. It's part of an expression of that which doesn't need any bridges already. So bridges is already this expressing as bridges, or imaginary bridges, if I should say.
It's a big shift for me when I first heard you say that in the story.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And a wow moment may seem to be expressed as well when there's that big shift. Something suddenly it's recognized that this doesn't exist. The separate self doesn't exist. There are no people in the world. They may seem to be wow. Not that there is actually somebody who is amazed. You know, it is this expressing itself in that sense, saying, "Wow, there's nobody here." In the same way, when the apparent separate self, when thinks that there is a world and there are people in the world, that's already not being done by anybody. It's just an expression of nothing as well. In its limited aspects of itself, which is never really limited, which is already just this.
So I told you that Tater died, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I had to bury Tater in the backyard. Right. Uh, and a dead dog is very different than an alive dog. You know, holding, putting the dead dog in the ground, you know. What was there is not there, right?
yeah.
If there was the body, you know, and what Tater was not the body, you know,
Mm.
and what Tater was not his mind. If she could feel whatever it was free of the body, right? But there was still something that was free of the body.
The moment, uh, yeah,
You go ahead.
yeah. Sorry about that. Um, the moment when the dead body is washed, there may seem to be that silence there. Somehow it may seem to make it notice that all there was silence. There wasn't any Theta there, the real Theta there. When you look at the body, it's so quiet, so peaceful, resting. there's silence there behind that. Silence may be noticed. Even when you watch a dead body of a human, then some they watch the body with the imaginations, with the story, imposing a story in the body. Oh, this somebody has died. It's just a story. But when you watch it, like here and now, in a way, then silence may seem to arise from that, and it may be seen that we never lost anybody. We never really lost a family member. There's really nothing to lose and nothing to find. All there is undisturbed silence, which as well expresses as somebody in the body, in different bodies. So when you watch the body, a dead body, and impose a story, there may seem to be a suffering there. Just remembering the past and watching the body. So he's died, he's passed on. So it's that's just a story. But uh, when you don't do that, somehow silence may be recognized in the midst of watching the dead body, or so-called a dead body. So somebody being dead is just a story, because there is already nobody who's living. So there's nobody to die. All there is wholeness, is this, all there is spaciousness. There is no story here. Even what appears to be a story appearing in this, it doesn't really touch this. Even though story is also an expression of this, but somehow the story seems to be floating by, and this seems to be an appearance, just simply an appearance that doesn't need to be taken seriously. Just like when you read a novel, then you engage with that story, and then it seems to be real. There may be feelings there arising because of the characters that are being read from that book, from that novel. There may seem to be an attachment when somebody gets hurt in the story when you are reading. Then, oh, ish, what a shame. It's just a story. Anyway.
There's not, you don't have love or spirit emitting from a novel, you know. You have love and spirit emitting from a dog. You know,
Mm.
there's something that was there that's gone. There's something that was there that's gone beyond the physical, or maybe not gone, transferred, transmuted.
Mm. Mm. That's true.
It's not all story.
And yeah, feeling something about that, feeling emotions is not wrong or right. It's just what's happening, and it's good. It's good. It's okay to feel the emotions, to go through grief. You know, when grief is allowed to be as it is, it may be recognized that actually there is something greater than grief. But when it is somehow suppressed, and something says, I don't want to feel this way, then it may seem to be intense. But when it is allowed to be as it is without judgment, it may be seen that something greater may be recognized there. That's something even greater than grief itself. Something that is really nothing. There is everywhere and nowhere. Allowing things to be as they are without trying to get rid of anything. A recognition may happen that you are greater than anything. You are greater than grief. You are greater than any story. You are greater than things. What you are is not a thing. It is nothing that is everywhere and no. Freedom from being something or from being a thing. When there is recognition that all there is nothing, there's you know, nothing can really be hurt. Nothing can really have any depression. Nothing can really suffer. But when you take yourself to be something, then you are in for a ride, a long ride. You are nothing already. There is nothing already. From that nothing, stories may be expressed, different stories. Good stories, some bad stories. You know, all in all, they are just stories. There's already nobody there to live or to be in the story or to get rid of the story or to recognize that all there is this. When when in the midst of somebody trying to find the totality, to find wholeness, it is always recognized that uh, the one who was trying to find wholeness was already not there. That's when we will never really find what it's looking for because it's already not there as separate from what it's looking. It is already everything. So the seeker will not be there when uh, this or wholeness is found. Will never be there as a weakness and claim that, oh, I found it. No. No one sees God and remains alive. Can use as well that example. When God is about to be seen, the one who wants to see God suddenly disappears. And then it is recognized that all there is God. There's nobody to see God, there's nobody to find God or to lose God, because there's just God. This recognizing itself that it has never been anything separate from itself. It has always been this. It has always been wholeness. It has always been God. So there is no weakness. There is no seeker. There is no one to help the seeker to find what is being sought. It's just what's happening. even appearing as that's as what seems to be a seeker seeking and somebody helping a seeker to get what it's looking for. But that's just a story appearing in that which can never really be found by anyone. Because all there is that. All there is this